If retirement's on your calendar for 2026, please don't treat it like a New Year's resolution you scribble down 2 minutes before midnight. Because here's the thing. Most people spend years planning whether they can afford to retire, but they spend exactly 0 time planning who they'll be when they retire. And that's what the part that determines whether your retirement feels like freedom or just feels empty. So, if you're one of the smart ones asking, what should I be doing now before I hand in my notice? This one's for you. Here's what I see all the time. Someone retires, they have the party, they clear out their desk, and everyone says, congratulations. And then 3 months later, they're sitting across from me saying, I thought I'd love this, but I'm bored, I'm lonely, I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I made a mistake. And here's the part that kills me. It didn't have to be this way. See, retirement isn't like flipping a light switch. You don't just go from working professional to happy retiree overnight. It's a transition, and it's a big one. One of the top 10 most stressful life events humans experience. And yet most people treat it like, I'll figure it out when I get there. But by the time you get there, you've already lost your routine, your identity, your work friends, your sense of purpose. And now you're scrambling to rebuild all of that while you're already feeling lost. I had a client, let's call her Sharon. Sharon retired after 35 years as a hospital administrator. Big role, big responsibilities, and big identity tied to that job. She came to me 6 months after she retired, and she said, John, I don't know who I am anymore. I thought I'd be relieved, but I just feel invisible. Now contrast that with David. David came to me a year before he retired. He said, I'm excited about this next chapter, but I'm also a little terrified. What should I be doing now to set myself up for success? Guess which one of them is thriving right now? David, because he prepared. So, if you're retiring in 2026 or even 2027, here are 3 things you should start doing right now. Not next month, not after your last day. Do them now. Number 1, practice retirement. I call this pre-retirement, and here's what I mean. Pick one day, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter, and live it like it's day 100 of your retirement. Not day 1 when everything's still exciting. Day 100 when you're in the groove. Sleep in if you want, or get up early, whatever you think your retired life will look like. Then, just live the day. No work, no emails, no to-do list, just you and all that free time. Now, pay attention to how it feels. Do you feel energized, restless, bored, excited? What did you do? What did you wish you could do but you didn't? Did the day fly by or drag? This isn't a test, it's data. Because if you're bored on just one Saturday by 2 p.m., you're going to be really bored when that's every day. And it's way easier to adjust your plan now than 6 months into retirement when you're already feeling stuck. Number 2, audit your social circle. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of your friendships are probably tied to work. The people you grab lunch with, the group chat, the happy hours. And when you retire, a lot of those friendships, they just fade. It's not personal, it's just reality. The common ground disappears. So here's what you do. Make a list of all the people in your life right now. Then ask yourself, which of these friendships will survive when work is gone? And more importantly, who do I actually want to stay connected with? Then, and this is the key, start deepening those relationships now. Grab coffee outside of work. Plan something that has nothing to do with the office. Build connection that isn't based on proximity. And if you realize your social circle is thinner than you thought, start building a new one. Join a club, take a class, volunteer somewhere. The point is, don't wait until you're retired and lonely to realize you needed to do this. And number 3, get clear on your identity beyond your job. This is the big one. For the last 30 or 40 years, when someone asks, so what do? You had an answer. I'm the nursing manager. I'm a teacher. I'm a project manager. That title, it told people and you who you were. And when it's gone, you're standing there stammering, I'm retired. And that feels like saying, I'm nothing. So start asking yourself, now, who do I want to be in the next chapter? Not what do I want to do, who do I want to be? Do you want to be generous, creative, connected, adventurous, peaceful, impactful. Because when you know who you want to be, the whole what to do part gets a whole lot easier. You're not just filling time, you're designing a life that reflects the person you're becoming. So let's recap. Number 1, practice retirement now. Test what it actually feels like. Number 2, audit your social circle and start building connections that will last. And 3, get clear in your mind your identity behind your job. Do these 3 things and you'll step into retirement with clarity, confidence, and a plan, instead of stepping into the wilderness wondering what the hell just happened. Now look, I get it. This stuff takes time and intention. And if you're thinking, okay, John, this is helpful, but I need more guidance, I got you. I created a free guide called The Retirement Roadmap They Don't Give You. It walks you through the hidden obstacles that trip people up in retirement and how to avoid them. Specific experiments you can try today to try and figure out what actually lights you up. Questions to ask yourself now so you're not scrambling later. It's completely free, no catch, just real practical guidance for the part of retirement no one prepares you for. Click the link in the description. I'll send it straight to your inbox. And hey, if you download it, you'll also be first to know when I open up spots for my next free retirement workshop. Listen, you're already ahead of the game just by thinking about this stuff. Most people don't. And then they wonder why retirement feels harder than they thought it would. But you're doing the prep work. You're asking the right questions, and that's going to make all the difference. Retirement isn't the end of your trail. It's the start of your most intentional chapter yet. But you've got to design it. So start now. Take one of those 3 steps this week, and let's make sure your next chapter is everything you've worked for. Talk soon.